Second video in 2 weeks. This channel is actually just becoming a gacha channel. Jesus Christ. As you can see by the title, this is not another review, Wuwa review. This is just gonna be a video I want to use to get my thoughts out and feelings out. About the state of gacha games in relation to my life. I feel like I really need to do this just as like a wake up call to myself. Like, there are just too many gacha games these days. The market is too oversaturated, and the problem is I can't stop picking them up while I'm unable to drop them. They have like completely taken over my life. This has been my lifestyle now for like over a year, where I just feel like I have zero time in my life to do other things because all my time is just spent keeping up with gachas and the dailies in them. Like to put this into perspective, I am currently playing 9 gacha games. 9 on a daily basis. Like I'm talking about logging into every single one every single day, doing dailies, doing the events, and doing the endgame, trying to do the story for most of them. For 9. And this is on top of me working full time, having to drive 90 minutes every day. Like, playing gacha games now is all I do in my free time. And that isn't a joke. I have literally been tracking my time. Like, that is not a joke. Like, but yes, I have been tracking my time here for like the past 6 weeks, and it's just basically all gacha games in my free time when I get home. But like, I spend every weekend just catching up to every game. Like, it's very easy to say this is a nothing burger and I should just drop some, but I feel like I'm not delusional about this. I feel like this is actual fucking addiction, where I can't control the amount of time I play to where it's taking up time I should be doing more responsible things. But my FOMO is so bad. That's the problem. I think it cannot be understated how bad it is. Like, part of the reason it's so bad is because I'm one of those people where once I drop a gacha, like I just can't return to it. I don't know why. I think it's something like, if I come back, I'm just so overwhelmed and I start to feel so shitty about all the content and rewards I missed. So I'm like, all the currency that I missed out on, like, what's the point of even coming back? Like, I get extremely anxious about dropping a game, and that leads to my second reason with it's so bad is, like, I am just a fucking gambling addict. I can't deny it anymore. I mean, I don't think I ever denied it, but dude, I just love pulling for characters so much. It's so fun. Yeah. The dopamine of hitting a 5-star is something I probably will never get tired of. Like, gambling real money, like, I'm only addicted to gambling and gacha games. Gambling real money, I don't really care. But like, gambling for anime girls, now you got me interested. But anyways, I think I'm at the point now where I need to get my life in check and I need to free up some time. But again, it has been extremely hard for me because, like I said, I am so addicted to pulling. Pulling is half the reason I play gacha games. Like, I came up with this random metric in the past a while ago, where like pulling makes up 50% of the reason why I play gachas, and then 20% is like story, and then I don't know, the rest is like divided up into like gameplay, account progression, and other miscellaneous stuff. And the crazy thing is, I don't think I've ever experienced burnout despite always grinding for every bit of currency. Like, despite managing 9 games, I hear so many people complaining about how logging in every day into a single game is so draining. But for me, for the most part, I genuinely think I enjoy logging in every day to do dailies, except for like maybe 1 or 2 games that I do out of obligation. But like, maybe I'm just like completely brainwashed by these companies and my brain is fried beyond recovery. But doing dailies to me is like, it's really not that different from playing MMOs, for example. Like, the only difference is like, whereas in an MMO you grind for 6 hours straight, then you just stop playing until the next expansion. In gacha games, you do that grinding in short bursts of time doing dailies, which like, it just ends up amounting to the same amount of time, I think, as you'd spend in a MMO grinding. But like, the bottom line is, my issue is not burnout. No. If I had all the time in the world to like grind gacha games, every day for a currency to pull the newest character, I think I would actually have the mental to do it forever. I'm not joking. But unfortunately, that isn't the world we live in, and I need to make some sacrifices. I need to drop some of these gachas, or at least lower the amount I play them. Like, there's a bunch of things I'd like to do in my life. I want to travel more. I'd like to pick up a bunch of games that I've been recommended, a bunch of actual games. I like to get back into studying Japanese. I want to try and get more than 6 hours of sleep every night. Yeah, my sleep schedule is awful. I want to start working out because if it's not obvious, I am a bit overweight. Like, do you see this double chin that's forming? I hate it. And this is a small side note, but I did not used to be this overweight. I did not used to have this fucking double chin. But like, I look back on the clips of myself like 2-3 years ago, and I actually look like a fairly healthy weight. But like, over the past 2 years, I have literally gained like 50 pounds. So like, I was below like 150 like 2 years ago, and now I'm like above 190. And that downfall started like happening around the same time I got addicted to gacha games. Like, this would be around the time around when Wubo will launch, so like the middle of 2024, and I picked up HSR and ZZZ around that time span as well. But like before Wuwa, the only gacha I played for 4 years straight was Genshin, and but after Wuwa launch, I just kept adding more and more to my daily routine, and now I'm not saying like gacha. My gacha addiction is like the main reason I gained so much weight. I'm just saying, you know, it's a bit suspicious that my weight gain began around that same time. But like, anyways, side tangent over. Oh, sorry. But like, I wanted to get on what really motivated me to make this video. There's this channel called Grounded Gacha who has been making videos sharing a lot of the same sentiments about gacha games that I feel like I've known about in the back of my mind for like a while, but I just feel like I've never actually like tried to confront them. But then he's been posting some very helpful videos that narrow down what gachas actually value your time, as well as like what criteria you should have for like when to drop a game. And these videos have really made me consider myself, like what I value myself inside a gacha game to make it worth keeping. Like, obviously the first step for me is getting over my gambling addiction, but I think it has been lessening. Like over the past 2 months, I managed to drop Star Savior. I dropped Honkai 3rd, and then I finally managed to drop Uma Musume a few weeks ago. Like, fuck, make a new track. Sorry, I could go on a long rant about the state of Uma right now, but I will not do that this video. Anyways, setting aside my addiction for gambling, I think I decided what requirements I'm going to have to make a gacha game worth it going forward. The requirements for that are I want to be invested in the story, or I find the gameplay really engaging. If a game passes either one of those requirements, then I will probably keep it. The next thing I want to consider is deciding if it's worth logging in to do dailies for the games I kept. So I think any game that is really low maintenance, I will probably continue doing dailies. Other than that, I'm going to have to be extremely motivated to log in. And like, am I actually excited to get on to grind? Like, as I said before, I enjoy doing dailies. I'm just like that. But I need to narrow down how much fun I actually have between each game, like comparatively to do dailies. Like, so I think now I want to go through all 9 gacha games that I've been playing and put them under these requirements. We'll start with Genshin. Yeah, there's no way I'm dropping Genshin. I have been a Genshin player since day one. I am just so invested into this story. I fucking love the world building of Genshin. And like, it's been like 6 years that I've been following it. I have to see it through. I will say though that I hope I can stop doing the dailies for Genshin at least, especially with the direction the game is trending and the fact that they still haven't added the most basic quality of life features after almost 6 years. Like, Genshin's quality to me has always been stagnant, but like, it has been recently, it is dropping bad. I think it's time to accept that Genshin will probably never improve massively. Like, I think if the game is just not going to respect my time, then why does it deserve any of my time? Like, especially when it's trying to push you to log in every single day, and that just isn't for Genshin, of course. That's for like all of these gacha games. But yeah, I should probably stop doing dailies in Genshin at least, unless like there's a new character and like I need a farm. But that's basically it. Next, HSR. Yeah, I'm not dropping HSR either. I wouldn't say I'm super invested in HSR's story right now. I was extremely invested during Amphorius, but like, I don't know. Planet Arcadia, it just isn't like hitting for me. I don't find it very memorable. I don't know why. But I still like to keep up with it just to be in the loop, of course. But also HSR is just extremely low maintenance. Like dailies take a minute, and HSR events are fairly quick right now. Jesus Christ, why am I like messing up my words? But um, yeah, I don't think I have any reason to drop HSR. Story, slow maintenance. What it fits my requirements. ZZ ZZZ. I am not dropping that either. The 2.8 quest was actually really good. I actually really enjoyed it. And now I'm like excited to see where the story is going in 3.0. And like ZZZ is also one of those gotcha games where I find the gameplay pretty fun. I enjoy doing the end game every single week. Like even I should state also that like I'm dog shit at ZZZ's combat, but like I still enjoy the end game. But as for dailies, I haven't decided yet. I don't think the daily routine in ZZZ is that bad. Like literally all you have to do to finish your dailies is get the coffee and that's it. But the problem for me right now is that I generally don't have anything to grind for. I haven't pulled a new character or anything in a while, and I feel like building characters in ZZZ is pretty easy. So, yeah, I will probably keep doing the dailies because they take less than a minute, and then I just won't bother using the stamina. Next, Wuthering Waves. Like if you have ever seen my reviews for Wuwa, then you already know the answer. There's no fucking way I'm dropping Wuwa ever. Like I love Wuwa so much. I love nearly everything about it. Like the story, the gameplay, the music, and the exploration. Like even the events are fun, which is rare in like gacha games. They're usually just there to like for you to farm currency. But like Wuwa is the only gacha game right now where I do everything realistically as soon as possible. As soon as there's a new update. Like I get so excited to do my dailies, trying to make the best Imeth and Hiyuki possible. Like if I was forced to drop every single gacha except for one, it would probably no, it wouldn't probably. It is Wuwa. I would be keeping Wuwa. Like this game is my baby. It's the only gacha that I try to get my friends who hate gachas to play. That's how good it is. I'm not dropping it. All right, next, Enfield. Yeah, Enfield is probably one of the few gachas I actually dread doing the dailies for, and like I do them out of obligation. Like it is just another one of those games that does not respect your time at all. Like I don't know how you can release a gacha game in 2026 and then you lock the double claiming stamina behind a paid QL. It is genuinely so insane to me. Like why even add it? Why Wuwa solved this 2 years ago? And NTE doesn't have this problem either. Like I don't know why they did it. Like it's just so annoying. It's just, fuck you. Like I think I just accepted that the factory gameplay isn't for me. Like I really don't find the combat that satisfying either. That said, I actually really like the exploration in Enfield. Like it feels like you know in Wuwa how it's like you just fly point A to point B like with no thought whatsoever, but like in Enfield I feel like there's actual thought put into the platforming and like the level design, so I find it a lot more engaging. So I don't think I will drop Enfield entirely, but it's one I'm sure like I will definitely play less. Like I think I will just log in every few weeks to see what's new and be in the loop with the story because I also am like keeping up with that. So we finally found one that was like sort of drop, I guess. Next, Girls Frontline 2. I'm sorry, I can't drop this one. The game is fairly low maintenance, first of all. But, like I just sweep and auto run everything. I completely stopped bothering with the story though after chapter 8 because it just became really hard to follow. Like at launch I followed it, but then they started releasing all these events like, and it's like the main story became really disjointed and like I couldn't tell what was filler and what was not, so like I just gave up trying to follow it. But I feel like I was also just missing context from the first Girls Frontline. And I feel like it just made the impact not hit as hard. So I kind of just I just gave up with the story. But I'm just I can yeah, I'm choking up on my words. Let's just say I'm not dropping GFL 2 because I actually can't. Never mind. I can't elaborate why I'm not dropping this game any further. Anyways, next game, NTE. I can actually say this already. As of the time of recording, I've already uninstalled NTE. Woohoo! Like yeah. I'm sorry that like the game in the story is just so bad. It's so bad. Like I get it's the launch story, but like launch stories can still be decent and engaging if you take like Bellabog in HSR, or like the first few chapters in ZZZ, for example, there's just nothing notable about the gameplay for me either. Like the city activities to me are just they're just so boring. The heist game mode is such a chore. You just do the same route every single run. You're just hoping to high roll, and like you have to do that every single week. I mean, I guess no one's forcing you to, but like if you're not, then why are you even playing the game? But like as for combat, I feel like there really isn't anything special either. Like it's something we've all seen numerous times in these gacha games. Like why would I play NTE combat when I can just play Wuwa? And like I don't like the story. I don't like the gameplay that much. So like I don't think it matches my requirements. And it's really a shame. Like it because like if NTE came out in place of Wuwa when Wuwa launched, I would have played the hell of it. But like and like likewise, like if Wuwa came out today in its launch state, I probably would have dropped it too. So like it's just a bit unfortunate that NTE just came out a bit too late in a market that's already oversaturated, and it's just yeah, it's a big shame because like the dailies are actually really easy. The gearing system feels really player friendly, and obviously I think NTE arguably does have the most generous gacha model in any modern gacha. Like you get this pretty good pull income, and then a 90 pity that is too good, but like yeah, it just sucks. I just don't have the time for NTE, sorry. Next, Stella Sora. I really don't know how I feel about Stella Sora. I am struggling with it. Like, I have been telling myself for the past month to drop it, but like, I just can't commit to it right now. And the reason that is just like, it's just so low maintenance. Like, it is even more low maintenance than HSR dailies, and that is saying a lot. Like, I'm pretty sure whenever there's a new update in Stella Sora, it takes less than an hour to do everything. So like, am I really going to drop Stella Sora when it feeds my gacha addiction while barely costing any of my time? Like, and not only that, but I actually surprisingly do keep up with the story. Like, only the main story though. I don't know, the event stories or whatever. But like, it, but again, everything else about the game is just so undercooked. Like, I was hoping Half Anniversary would save the game for me, but it was more like a bandage than a full solution. And it doesn't help that there is barely any voice acting during cutscenes as well, which is kind of a big factor for like whether I get invested in a story like truly. And I have a feeling that they're just never gonna add voice acting because this game is made by Yostar. So like someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but like another game published by Yostar is Blue Archive, and that also barely has voice acting in its cutscenes, and that has been out for quite a while. So like, if Blue Archive has no voice acting in its cutscenes, then Stella Sora probably will never get any as well. I'm not fully sure about that though. Someone can correct me in the comments. I've never played Blue Archive, so I really don't know about Stella Sora. If like I'm gonna drop her or not, it's still up to the debate. I think this is the last game now. Chaos Zero Nightmare. Yeah, this game is so fucking underrated, man. I am not dropping it. This game is so fun. It might have the most fun gameplay out of any gacha on this list, and it has only been improving every update for the past 6 months. I have never seen any gacha developers so open to criticism and honest about the actual flaws in their game. Like the amount of times I have seen these devs apologize is just so unreal. And then they gave like 50 free polls like back in November, and then like every time they apologize, what do? They actually address the issues and then they fix them. Like there's so many scenarios where gacha devs add something, but then there's a catch. Like they always make a step forward and then 2 steps backwards. That is never the case for CZN. It's just always improving. And like I have been having so much fun with season 3. They added Sortie, and then they also added quick runs for save data, and that makes trying to like make the Exodia save data like so addicting because every run is done in a reasonable amount of time now. And like if something goes wrong in that run, well, now you have like we have save data modifiers, so like the run just isn't completely bricked. Like genuinely, there are so many times, there are a lot of times at work where I'm just brainstorming builds to make like, because characters have so much variety and how they can be played. But like, not only that, I'm even playing this game for the story, which is crazy because that is one of the most criticized things about the game. But like, I still pay attention to it because it can still be done in a reasonable amount of time. So like, even if the story is dog shit, like I didn't even waste less than an hour, so like who cares? And two, I also just fuck with the vibe of the story. Like the darker cosmic horror aspect of the setting is so unique for a gacha game. It's like it's just something different from your standard fantasy gacha or something that like it makes me want to see more of that hopeless atmosphere. Like in the prologue, watching Ray just get like grabbed by a giant hand and then crushed with her blood bursting out and all that. Like I was so hooked after that, and I really hope they lean back towards that stuff because like they kind of strayed away from it. They're trying to go for like a more friendly story. Um, but yeah, I'm not dropping this season. In fact, please try if you haven't. They literally gave away a free 5-star and their weapon as selectors. And this is for half anniversary. They did that for half anniversary. It hasn't even been a full year yet. Like I didn't even mention how generous this game is. But yeah, that I think that's enough seasoning and glazing. I am getting so off topic. So with that, I think I covered every single gacha game that I'm playing right now. After all of that discussion, though, I only dropped one game. I am so fucking cooked, man. If any new ones come out, I will probably play them as well, and then I'm back to square one. So like, I don't know. And honestly, I might just reinstall some too. I don't know. But you know, we gotta start somewhere, right? I think I can at least follow through with ignoring my dailies for some games, and playing less is a good starting point, right? Hopefully I will continue dropping more gachas and get my life in check. I don't know. Maybe I will post updates as time goes on.